Good morning, everyone, on this rainy Thursday morning. We are so pleased to welcome you here to Olin Auditorium at Bard College for the 14th annual Hannah Arendt Center Conference. I understand we're being joined by many people online, and toward that end, I'd like everyone to take out their cell phone right now. Please silence it, because my understanding from Roger is that because we're streaming on YouTube, there will be some big problems if the ringtone goes off on your cell phone. It may interrupt the transmission of this event. So please silence your cell phones and allow me to welcome you to Bard. My name is Deirdre Delbert. I'm Dean of the college. It was my great pleasure in, I think, 2019 to stand up here with a wonderful group of very engaged, ready members of an audience for this conference, and it's a great pleasure to see you all again in person. We could not have a more timely and urgent subject for discussion: rage and reason, democracy under the tyranny of social media. And the question I ask myself as I look forward to attending these panels, my students will be attending these panels as well as part of our Women in Leadership course, is to wonder, is there a rage within reason? What are the productive functions of rage? How might rage move us, not just individually but collectively? And what are both the creative and destructive capacities of rage? What relationship do we see between rage and reason? What are the performative dimensions of rage? And how does rage clearly inform much of our public discourse today? You'll be hearing from tremendously interesting individuals throughout the course of this conference on these topics. And I want to just take a moment to acknowledge in our audience here in Olin the presence of students. I believe we have a group of students from one of the Bard High School early colleges. Can you all raise your hands? Welcome. We're very glad you're here. Please let's welcome our students. I also want to thank all of the colleagues in the Hannah Arendt Center for all the tremendous effort that's gone into bringing these thinkers together and for making today possible. I want to thank my colleagues, my faculty and staff colleagues I see in the audience right now for being part of this discussion. And I would like to thank, obviously, also just the community of Bard College for its ongoing and heartfelt support of the work of the Hannah Arendt Center. We know that this is a very large community, both in person and increasingly around the world virtually. So there is no better way for us to engage the questions of this conference. It is my great pleasure and my honor to introduce my colleague, Roger Berkowitz, who is the founder and academic director of the Hannah Arendt Center for Politics and Humanities. He is a professor of politics, philosophy, and human rights at Bard College. He is the author of The Gift of Science on Leibniz and the Modern Legal Tradition, and the editor of The Perils of Invention, Lying and Technology and the Human Condition, which is forthcoming. He is a fantastic scholar, but even more importantly, he is a courageous, fearless, intellectual force and presence on this campus. He is not afraid to disagree with anyone, and he will encourage all of us to be the same in our inquiry throughout the course of these 2 days of the conference. Thank you so much for being here. We're very happy to see you. Again, I want to welcome all of the participants online, and without further ado, I give you Roger Berkowitz.